Bones are amazing things. They hold us up. They support us. They make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Welcome back to Bone Throwers Theater. My name's Jeff, and I'm playing Jerr. It's dark in here, Lan.
This is Johnny playing Chine. Should we trust them? North.
This is Jeremy playing Julian. No!
I think that's the answer to the question every time for Mr. Illix, though.
This is Ellie playing Archi.
Archi.
Archie.
The notes get confusing. This is Aaron playing Sam Feluge.
This is Jordan playing Don't Stand So Close to Me, Bear.
Don't stand so, don't stand so, don't stand so close to me.
When we were on break between episodes, it was a long week, and we had a lot of time to talk about all of our favorite Sting songs and share the story of how Don't Stand So Close to Me was actually inspired. Look it up. It's an interesting story.
It is.
So, Jerry, you're sitting in a dark hospital room.
Eating broccoli.
Eating broccoli.
In the dark.
Julian, Sam, and Chime are working on their boating badges.
Well, you just exited the boat.
Exited the boat, and you've decided to go back the same direction as...
We decided not to run from the group chasing us.
Yes, exactly. We surrender! We surrender! Wait.
Or something.
And then Archie is doing something else. Archie has taken over a building. So let's go ahead and start back up with Julian, Sam, and Chime. And Julian, you had just opened up a one-way listening channel on Shade.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Sam, how is Shade's general mood at the moment?
Oh, that's true. I would say Shade is apprehensive, also agitated.
Not a huge fan of what's been going down, I would assume.
Yeah, general mood, apprehensive, agitated. Shade does not need to reveal anything else at this point.
And it's pretty easy to pick up that smell. Pick up what Shade is putting down at this point. That agitation, that upset. Do you want to meet up with the group of androids that came to retrieve Sam and Chime, or do you want to...
Would they, Julian, even know another way other than just to head back down the river, up the river? Julian would want to go back to the hospital facility in that case, but if they could go away where they didn't have to encounter that group that was chasing them, that would be...
Yeah, that would be ideal.
But probably wouldn't know it any other way.
So we can't see that. We're out of sight. We're not...
Yes, you're around the river.
Okay.
Just around the river bend.
It's actually a river this time, not a sewer. So yeah, Sam would say that if we're going to wait for the other group, rather than approach them through the... is there undergrowth? Is there woods?
Is it like meadow?
I'm picturing that there are... It's a small sandy shore, only maybe a meter or two across, and mostly like trees and bushes are growing up to the very edge of that. But there's a quick upslope. Most of the foliage is growing up on the top of the upslope.
So, is this a rescue mission or a check to make sure we're not sick mission?
I mean, we already know that one person we brought is sick, so we check to make sure we're not sick.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
Makes sense.
And then I see no issue with going back to that group, I guess.
Same.
So, start walking back upriver.
Yep.
Are they heading down the river to catch up to us, or?
Yes. Hi guys, we made a mistake. We're used to people chasing us for nefarious reasons.
You thought you wanted to kill us. No offense.
I'm just glad we didn't start trying to kill you back.
Yeah, really.
They look rather tense at the moment because they're not used to people running away from them. So
Julian doesn't apologize.
I wouldn't imagine
Goes,
you would.
he stands in between Sam and Chime and the group, and he says, "Look, you run by and announce that you need to find all the proxies in the group, but you didn't tell anybody in the group what you're actually running and chasing them for.
Well, we didn't know you were in the building.
You ran right by me."
Well, we were busy running. When you're on a single focused mission, you sometimes forget the things that are right in front of you.
And just like Chime said, for the past month, I've been used to running from people that want to do some pretty nasty things. So when a group is going to, in a place where we're totally strangers, out of our element, brand new, is going to just run at us with no explanation.
We're going to run.
Or shoot.
Yeah, or fight.
Question. Did Julian notice any of those paw print markers that were on the Zeppelin?
Yes.
Are they soldiers or?
No, they're orderlies. They're like people
Oh,
who work at the
Medical
hospital.
personnel.
Okay.
But you never know who's a part of the secret police.
We don't need another council.
No.
I'm not saying that they are part of the secret police or a council or anything like that. I've been very delicate about using the phrase council during this play session. Although there is probably some sort of governing body.
Yes.
I didn't want to trigger you.
But not the council.
They are a council.
Yes. A council is different than the council.
So when Julian said, "Yeah, let's make that petition to whoever," okay, let's go to the council.
No! Exactly. It was so hard not to say that.
Julian, you overhear in your head from Shade, he's not so bad. But when I say I want something done, I want it done. I'm looking out for what's best for both of us.
Sounds exciting and juicy.
Julian's just going to keep on with the conversation at hand, the audible external conversation.
Yeah.
So these individuals are wearing the paw print, or he has seen the paw print?
It's more on signs. Like the logo has been painted on some of the stables and the dormitories and things like that.
So I want to ask him, so what exactly were you chasing us for?
Well, any other proxies in your group need to go through some medical tests.
What tests?
Tests to see if they've picked up the root virus.
That doesn't answer the question. What test?
What does the test entail?
It's minimally invasive. It's more of a test of one's aura.
Okay.
What do you say, Sam?
We'll go.
How Shade feels about it.
Shade is okay with it.
She was scared of the root virus.
Mhm.
So,
Shade would actually say, good choice. We'll take care of the other later.
Which one of you are proxies out of the three?
just Sam.
Just you? Okay. Well, and then you two, North, Mr. Illix, feel free to wander around. If you need some food, we're actually going to be opening up the cafeteria in about 45 minutes, and we'll make sure that you can join us for dinner.
I'd like to observe.
Observe dinner?
No.
The test.
What you're doing to our group.
All right. If you would like to come along, that's an option available to you as well.
Where's Jerr at?
Oh, he's undergoing testing right now.
Alright.
If Jer's doing it, there can't be anything dangerous about it.
Gee, thanks. Even though I'm the one that caused the most destruction in the entire
The campaign.
campaign. Unintentionally, but still.
So, you all make your way back to the hospital. You're not too terribly far away, maybe 35 to 40 meters away. And you can see a small android child bursting out of the hospital doors, running away from it.
What's with the kid? I asked one of the people that's taking us.
This is a regular.
And you want us to go in there?
A woman android comes out just a moment later.
Now, here's the question. Had the group seen other models of that particular android, woman android, before? Because you already said it wasn't the same model as Serrani. But you did say we had seen other models of the bear.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So we had seen that model previously.
Correct.
Having seen other models, Julian would know it'd be sort of foolish to think automatically that those are the same ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Archie, you just burst through some doors into a public area. Bear is running in front of you. You can see several other members of your former association, and it looks like Bear is running towards them.
Serrani's android's gonna reach out to the group as they're coming and say, "Guys, come quickly. They did something to Archie and to Bear. Bear is freaking out for no reason."
So, trying to get this visually, you would be shouting this past Bear to the group, so...
To us.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Julian's gonna be like, oh, so this is Bear.
Yes, it's Bear, but keep him contained. They've done something to him.
Keep her away from me! Keep her away from me!
Do you see what I mean?
What's going on? Bear?
Did you identify yourself as Serrani?
No. And Julian realizing that they would not have seen this, and was like, apparently this is the new Bear, and that's what they did with Serrani.
Yes, it's me, Serrani.
No, it's Archie!
Bear, calm down, please.
No!
What's wrong, Bear?
And Bear runs and hides behind you, Julian.
Bear, what's wrong?
It's not Serrani, it's Archie. Archie's gone mad and taken over her body, and I think Archie took over the building, and I think he wants to kill me.
Why would Archie want to kill you? Archie was protective of you.
It's different. It's no. I think something's wrong.
I look at the workers, and
They're just as confused as you are.
So you say this is not Serrani?
No, it's Archie.
Okay, listen here. Who is the more collected one?
Even if it is Archie. Archie's kind of been a friend most of the time.
Archie's always
Well,
tried to protect Bear, at least.
has Bear done anything that has been against us at all?
No.
No.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That something went wrong with the programming. You've got to come inside and help. I think they're doing it to Archie, too.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
That's opposed by willpower.
Yep.
Actually, because you guys don't have any real suspicion at this point, and you're supposed to go into the building anyway.
Julia obviously has suspicion. There's a conflict.
Yeah,
Suspicious.
I mean, there's a...
So,
Yeah.
Do you want to use any fate points or anything like that, anybody? Jeff is like freaking out.
You're not there.
Sense motive. I actually have that.
you do?
He does.
Yeah.
And you haven't used it yet with this group? My goodness.
Come on, who would he use it on?
Anybody?
Anybody except for Chime?
Yeah, pretty much.
Himself?
His elemental?
Ellie, it looks like you do not want to use any fate points at this
What did I?
Have you made your final selection?
Julian's gonna ask Serrani. Serrani, what was the bird's name when we first met?
You would have Serrani's programming.
Serrani would know this, but would Archie know this?
So,
through Serrani's
would-
She was
programming?
80% reprogrammed.
So, that's the thing. Would
Archie
Archie
taking over.
have Serrani's memories?
The question is more, can
Archie access the memory files?
the memory files? Yeah.
Or is Serrani putting up a fight?
Yeah.
And out of game, it's a trick question.
Yes.
Because it wasn't a bird, it was a dog, and Julian never knew its name.
Uh huh.
I was about to go start looking back for
I
what
know, I was
bird
like-
you were talking about.
Well, the only bird was
I knew exactly
Bear's
what you
bird.
were doing. I was like, bird.
So it's basically
a trick question.
It's a trick
Yeah.
question. Julian's trying to trip it up.
Go ahead.
So-
Yeah, so you asked the question, and you're trying to deceive. Go ahead and make your deception roll, Ellie.
I'm no good at presents.
6.
Opposed?
Yep.
Oh! Double exploding.
33.
Imagine Ellie, what it would have been like if you had not spent a fate point.
I know. I'm crying inside. It's okay. Honestly, I feel like I would have rolled better without the fate point.
So you can't access those particular files.
Bird, who cares about a bird right now? Don't you care about your group? Care about Bear? I'm telling you, Bear is not okay right now.
What are the
Julian
workers
is going
doing?
to slowly draw his pistol, answer the question saying, yes, I do care about Bear. Archie?
Yeah, what are the workers doing?
They're all just kind of looking around going, what is going on here, you know?
Is there anybody else coming out of the building? I mean, does the building seem to be on fire, hazardous?
So all the workers here are all androids, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
It's all dark. The building's all dark. Like, there's no lighting.
I'm going to try my command. I don't know how well it will work for the android.
So Jer's in there. He wasn't dying.
Yeah, Jer's in there. Katari's in there. Apparently something has happened, or is happening to Archie and Serrani. This kid has been by my side since we left. I trust this kid.
So, do we go find out if we can help him?
I told the workers, we came here to help, for you to help them fix this now. Apprehend. Fix this.
Okay.
Are you pointing at Serrani?
Yeah.
And their answer is 15.
24.
Okay.
That's using your ability, right?
Yes.
So, one of them steps forward and says, if I may, and pulls out a device of some sort, like a little handheld meter. Your power level hasn't reached 100% yet. Why don't we go back inside and finish up the charging procedures?
Serrani says, you know what? Fine. Hold the pistol to me. Drag me in. I don't care. Just come inside, and I'll show you.
I'm not going back in there, says Bear.
But I just suggest that you check Bear's programming, too. He might not be fully charged, if I'm not.
Doesn't have anything to do with charge. Got everything to do with programming.
Well, we gotta go in there. Bear.
No.
We gotta go in
Stay
there. Bear.
with me.
Does
We'll
Bear
stay with
have
you.
to? Does Bear have to come with us?
I don't see why. Can you all inspect Bear for this root virus anywhere else besides inside this building?
I mean, he was already cleared when when we did the cryptographic dialysis.
They did a bunch of stuff in there. I didn't understand anything that they were doing, but this is the new Bear.
Then I guess he doesn't need to go in.
Julian, you hear they should check him again. And Sam speaks up. It probably wouldn't hurt to check him again.
Okay, I ask again, can his programming be checked anywhere besides inside this building?
Probably, yes, says one of the technicians.
And then
Well,
Julian speaks up and says, then take him there and check him again.
Mr. Elix, will you come with me?
How about I go with you, kid?
No. No, Mr. Elix.
Bear, I need to go in that building.
I'm not going with anybody who calls me kid.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bear. I don't mean to scare you. Just a term because you represent a child.
Damage done.
Out of game point of order, Julian is often called Bear Kid.
I know.
Not right now, though.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
That was
Yeah.
that
was the trigger.
Yeah.
Yes, fair enough.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Listen, Bear, if it upsets you, I'll go somewhere different in the building.
You are the building.
See, I don't understand where he's coming from with this. I am a building. Who's a building?
Julian's going to question one of the workers. Why is there no lights in that building? Why is it dark?
It's not supposed to be. I'll have to go in and run some diagnostics to see what caused the power interruption.
What did you all do with Archie?
This is a different group of technicians that
Yeah.
are working.
I get that,
So-
but I'm saying I was still asked the question. I didn't see who took Archie where. Yeah.
I really don't think anyone should go in this building. You two would probably be okay. I don't know about the androids, but it's likely not a good idea for anyone bonded to be in there.
And Katari's in there. Jer's in there.
Should the two of us go and rescue them?
Why is it not a good idea?
Because it's a virus.
So, removing anybody from that building would probably not be a good idea as
Probably
well.
not.
Especially the one we know had the virus.
These two just came running out of that building.
And I don't know anything about androids, so I don't know if it will pass from them. I have seen a building react like this.
You've seen a building react?
When Bear said Archie is the building, I have had to enter a building in this state before, where the building itself was turned against me. It's not fun. I would rather not do it again.
How could a building turn against you if it's all mechanical and electrical?
I didn't know then. I know now.
You're saying that its programming has been taken over?
Yes, somehow an android infected with the virus had gotten into that building as well. Nobody knew any of the details back then. Only one person made it out, including myself. One person other than myself. And he's dead now. Shade, actually you hear Shade saying, "Not again. Please, not again."
The Shade's afraid. Are there any other humans in this place?
Not in that building.
Around the preserve?
Yes.
Humans who are not bonded?
Commons or innates?
Both. Mostly commons, though.
Sarani says, it seems like neither Bear or I are going to go into the same building, which is fine. I'll go to the other location. Bear can go into the best location there is, the one in front of us. Or, I guess, behind me.
Apparently that's not the best location. We're hearing Bear doesn't want to go back in there. Sam is saying the exact same thing.
Sarani, why do you want us in there so bad?
Of course, I keep trying to tell you. You have Archie in there. You have Jerr in there. I gotta go help them.
Okay, so we'll get Chime and Julian come in and help them. Why does Bear need to go help them?
I didn't say Bear needed to go help him. I said Bear needs help himself.
Okay, so Bear can get help out here. Or in another building.
Fine. Alright. Okay.
Okay, so you can lead Chime and Julian to Archie, and Bear will go with the doctors here somewhere else. I'll wait right here in front of the building.
Well, as far as I could tell, Bear only wanted one person, and that's Julian, so...
Bear, what do you say to me going with you?
You were in the army, right?
Yes, I was.
You can keep me safe, right?
I will try. Chime, Julian, what do you guys think?
So you say you think it's safe for us to go in? This seems to be a elemental virus.
Virus-wise, you will not become infected. I'd still be on the lookout.
Yes.
Long story short, for one of my missions, we got a distress call from the commander of the mission. Something had gone wrong. I had to go in and extract his team, and he was the only one left alive when I got there. I got him out, but everyone else was gone. Not always dead.
Just gone.
Gone.
Okay. Julian?
Bear, I'm going in that building. Are you coming with me, or are you staying out here?
I'm staying with Sam.
Let's go over to the bunk barracks first so I can grab a light from my bag. My gun.
We don't need to go anywhere. Sam, see.
Oh gosh.
10, 13.
What's your target?
20. Did it work?
Who did you try on?
You have to touch one of us, so.
Yeah, I tried it on Julian first. Did it work? No?
No. Come on, Shade.
You hear. Not him first. Chime, come over here.
Okay.
See. 10, 20. Alright. So you can now...
I can now see infrared, right?
It's his choice.
You can see in low light.
Low light.
Yeah. And then... Okay, you can do him too. 20. Okay.
Alright, so Julian and Chime, I guess, are going in the building. Do any of the orderlies follow or go into the building, or are they just...
Well, Sam counseled them not to.
Okay.
And as you go into the building, we'll go ahead and take a quick break.
Do you ever ever wonder when Spider-Man goes to the bathroom if the toilet paper sticks to his fingers?
Do you ever wonder why Superman wears his underwear outside of his pants?
My name is Imran.
My name is Anthony.
He's the Jock!
And he's the nerd.
And we're your hosts for the Jock and Nerd podcast, where we sometimes try to attempt to answer these questions.
This is a full spoiler podcast, and we swear a lot.
Check it out for awesome geek news, interviews, and comic book reviews. Visit jockandnerd.com. We are your superhero TV, movies, and comic book culture curators.
Boom.
Jockandnerd.com. Jock and Nerd!
And we are back. So you go into a dark, potentially computer-haunted building.
So, do you think that body out there was Sonny or
Archie. Archie.
Definitely Archie. Question is, how did Archie get into that body?
I mean, Serrani was in Bear.
Yeah.
Well, the androids, I guess, can be in whatever body as long as they have a way to get there.
I don't know. I thought you took the power core out of Archie.
Took the elemental.
The elemental out of Archie.
Yes. Julian is first going to try and look for Jerr.
Yeah. Do you know which way they went?
So you come to like the main lobby and you see
Yeah.
the three different pavilions
Mhm.
that lead off. So you've got a 1 in 3 chance of getting it right.
I asked Julian, who was there when they left, if he knows which direction they went.
They initially went the same direction and then branched off into another hallway. Alright, so first they went to the human side.
So
So
we'll start there.
Yeah. Julian is looking for having seen Jerr's elemental before.
Looking for the image.
Yeah.
And I'm keeping an eye out for Jerr and Katari and Archie. So, search.
Okay, go ahead and roll search.
Had to search for. Ooh, I search.
A lot better than I did.
23.
6.
So you do a quick sweep of the
Human wing.
Human wing. You find Katari. She seems to be recovering all right.
So she looks better.
She's looking better.
Was she hooked up to anything?
She does have some wireless monitors on her, yes.
Should I get her ready to roll out the building?
No.
Yeah.
I guess next wing,
Okay.
you go to the elemental wing. Looking for Jerr still. Julian is on a mission. 27.
11.
Okay. You're able to find Jerr. He's sitting there in a room with the door open, just eating broccoli. Just one piece, like every 5 minutes.
A few meters from the door, you hear just.
Well,
Could be worse, could be-
I would be asking questions of the text on the other side of the wall.
Oh, that's a good question. There's still
But yeah, they're still
androids
working.
bustling, or we're still working, or is everybody just cleared out?
Everyone's pretty much cleared out because they don't know why the power's gone out.
Okay, that's what I was assuming.
Yeah.
So you're asking questions, but nobody's answering.
Well, yeah. My power's out, so maybe the intercom's not working. Maybe giving them something to think about.
Oh, we see you. Jerr,
Yo,
come on.
where are we going?
Before you come, did anybody check you out as far as a virus?
That's what this ring is for.
And
Nothing so far.
okay,
Well, come on, take the ring off and let's go.
it was wireless, right?
Which is an interesting thing.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And as he turns and heads back down, you hear him. Julian's gonna say, apparently there was more issues than just the elemental issue with Archie.
Huh. Like what?
The virus?
Apparently Archie has taken over another android,
That's odd.
and Bear, of all people, is terrified of.
That's even more odd.
Yes.
Because Bear's not scared of anything.
Especially not Archie.
Yeah.
So going down the android wing.
Yes.
Search again.
8. Yes, you can help us search now.
The 5.
18. Which would make sense because there's technically is no elemental in Archie's chassis.
Right. So you find the chassis. There seem to be some that are in the process of repair.
What do you mean by some?
Well, like other patients.
Oh, okay. Is it connected?
Connected to what?
I don't know. Is it connected to anything?
It was, yes.
And still currently is?
Yes.
Just gonna unplug it.
Okay. Nothing seems to happen. Yes, the wire just right back into the housing mechanism.
Well, this is one of the first times we don't know what to do with the body.
Well,
Should we drag it along?
Take it, bury it with some cogs, and see what happens.
Ooh. What could go wrong?
Is there a cart with wheels?
Go ahead and roll search.
Oh! Apparently I used all of my good rolls already. Because I got a 7.
11.
10.
You find a cart.
Found the cart.
It's a few hallways down, but you found one.
Put Archie's
Put Archie's body onto the cart.
And start to wheel it back outside.
Okay.
So where's Katari?
Infected, right? That's what you determined at first.
She's still in the room they put her in.
There's no one tending to her?
Not at the moment.
Nobody's here.
Everybody's cleared out because the power in the building is kind of gone wonky.
I want to go see if I can help her.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either. We know you're not infected. We know she is. Let's keep it that way.
Alright.
The exit's this way. And
We go outside. Pushing android body.
Because this is how you guys do things.
That's how we roll.
We can't go anywhere without a body.
Apparently.
Who's still around the building? Outside.
Well, Sam and Bear are gone. Which I kind of feel bad. I feel I have reservations for Bear because we all know how it happened last time Sam tried to
Walk off with a child.
Yeah, but
mentor a child.
completely different situation.
Bear's a much different child.
Yes.
It looks like some of the facilities maintenance people have arrived to start trying to get power restored. And they actually, because they're concerned about the virus, they've brought in only common technicians. That's why it took them so long. It's because they had to find some.
And Julian would recognize this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So they're rolling into the building as they're coming out. And Julian's going to stop one of them. Is like, whoa, okay. It was reported that whatever the technicians were doing to this body has caused that infection in the building. That's what one witness reported.
Okay. So we should take the body and run diagnostics on it.
That's probably what caused this in the first place.
This body, the core was removed because there was it wasn't built for the elemental that was powering it, which is causing the android some problems. So the core was removed, and apparently you guys were running diagnostics on it, and something happened and caused this. It also was reported that the program that was in this unit infected another android
And is
now
controlling the building.
looking around and does not see Serrani.
No.
And is now loose somewhere in the animal preserve. Where were your technicians that were just out here? Are they still out there?
Yeah.
Where'd she go?
Wasn't she with you?
We told you to take care of her.
No. I'm talking to Steve.
Can I shoot him? I really want to shoot him.
They took Serrani to a holding facility because they weren't sure what was going on. They just want to keep her separate. So
Okay.
she's not running loose.
Okay, good.
We can set up another diagnostic system and we can air wall it so things won't from one system to another. Well, you know what that is. It's when you have a computer system that's completely disconnected from everything else.
Air gapping is another
air
the same term.
Yeah.
You probably should do that with Serrani as well. Maybe Serrani in that same facility. Get all this mess sorted out.
All right, we'll go ahead.
Because that's 2 potential people of our group that are now, again, not fixed. And that's what we came here, is to make sure that people are fixed.
Right, you guys just got here, right? This is not good, obviously. That there are
I
issues.
understand that it's not going to be it's
Right.
fixed, but it seems to be trending in the wrong direction.
We're still trying to figure out the scope of the situation. I understand where you're coming from, but just between us, because of what they are and how long they live and everything like that, they take a different view about how problems need to be solved and how long it takes and just in general the things that need to be done and what the order and the priority level and all that. So I get what you're saying and that things need to pick up the pace here, but they're not going to move as fast as you would expect them to.
Yeah, so basically the human aspect is less of a concern to them.
Yes, correct. And they get a little touchy when humans remind them that they need to pick up the pace. That's why I pulled you off to the side. I've had that conversation before, and it's not gone well.
I've had that conversation too. The thing is, I don't plan on stop having that conversation. As long as it's an issue, I'm going to bring it up.
I understand where you're coming from, but definitions of issues differ.
Yeah, true.
You know, and sometimes it's like trying to smash a rock open with a watermelon.
Seems highly unlikely.
Exactly.
Well, you do what you gotta do to get things moving. We're gonna do what we need to do.
All right. Well, I'm sure you all have had a long day. You just got here.
Yep.
So I would suggest going back to your dorms and see what we can come up with.
We go back to the original technicians. I ask, where did they take Sam and Bear?
I would imagine Sam just was like, "Oh, let's go see the sights, Bear."
Well, no, they were going to go get checked out.
Yeah, we were going to
Okay,
get checked out.
Get checked out.
You hear? Tee-hee, that tickles.
We're going to take you to the veterinary clinic. Today's herpetology day.
Lizards.
Oh, okay.
Snakes.
Rabbitiles.
So you asked about where they took them.
Yeah.
Right? Does that mean you want to meet up with them?
I'll at least check in with them, see if they've been tested. Sam seemed perfectly willing to get tested for this virus.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you go to the veterinary clinic.
Julian's not going to go with them. He's going to ask to be guided to where they're staying.
Okay.
But he cannot carry all of his gear around him everywhere he's going.
There's a note on your bed that says Julian.
Okay.
Because it's just that none of your stuff was there, so they didn't know how else to tell you.
All right. Out of game, I know that there was something else dropped. Does Julian notice that?
You can go ahead and make a perception check. Question mark.
Well,
I think you noticed.
18.
Good enough.
You noticed a balled up piece of paper on your bed.
So now, where it says signed, all you see is just a big blue.
Okay. For the listeners, so you know what's going on, what the note was, it says, "Be careful. He wants you dead. For now?" Question mark. I may have to make it look like I tried. Signed with blueberry juice.
Like, it's not actually signed,
Yeah,
it's just a big blot of...
Blueberry juice.
I'm pretty sure it was the blueberries that were poisonous.
Yeah.
And out of game, Julian has already moved on to his next suspect, which was Sam. So
Don't you mean your first suspect for everything?
no, actually it wasn't. The first suspect was actually Archie. The next was Sam. So Julian would make that connection. And hearing the side of Shade conversation also.
Yes, I go check on Sam and Bear.
So as you walk in, you hear Bear saying, "And this is a cottonmouth, and this is a viper, and this is a copperhead, and this one is my favorite." It goes at the end. Do you want to hear it?
No, I can hear it from here.
So, Sam, they've tested you yet?
Yes, all clean? Question mark. What is my current status?
You are in an examination room by yourself with Bear because, Bear's already been exposed apparently. And you're wearing one of the wireless medical cuffs.
Okay. What's it doing?
Beeping every once in a while.
Okay.
Kind of squeezing your arm every once in a while.
So, no results yet?
Not that they've told me.
I guess that's a good thing?
Jerry, did you go with?
Yeah, I went because I wanted to get the rest of the test done.
So when he walks in, does his cuff automatically connect?
Yes.
And do they have a cuff around Bear?
No, I don't think so. Because Bear is freshly canted. New body. It's been charging up, buffering up. And this is how you milk them.
He just lets it bite onto his finger.
It's weird. I didn't know snakes had nipples.
Alright, well, I was just checking up on you. You know where we're staying. Once they give you the clear.
You know the medical types. They'll let me know when they feel like letting me know.
I know. I guess I'll catch up with you later. I'll let you know if we find any more news. As you can see, we found Jerr.
I
heard that he talked.
weirdest experience of my life.
Congratulations.
I don't know why you're congratulating me.
You're a man now!
Do you want a cigar?
Thanks, I guess.
Peace out, homies. So I head back to the barracks.
Okay. Ellie, what is Archie up to?
Which one?
Any of them.
The building, the body, the android.
So right now, the location of everyone is...
So Julian is pacing in
Barracks.
the barracks because he wants to be doing something and not just sitting waiting.
I'm walking to the barracks. These two are in the veterinary clinic
With Bear.
with Bear. The building is the building with Katari in it. Sarani's body is in a holding cell being examined.
Along with Archie's body.
And Archie's body is in the same building being examined.
The building's lights turn on.
Okay. Like, I would imagine, like, the HVAC fans start rolling as well. You know, things come to life.
So the lights come on, and you hear everything start running in the building. And you hear a voice over the loudspeaker say, "No, no, no! I'm in more places than one. You see, the thing about viruses, they spread. No, I would go check, what is it, the clinic for the animals? And I would hurry."
So the technicians hear that.
All of a sudden, a technician walks into the veterinary clinic.
Okay.
We can see this technician, even though so we're in an isolation chamber, but it's like a clear plexiglass window kind of thing with its own.
Yeah, because I was
airflow.
able to talk to him just fine.
Yeah.
And he walks in towards the group of them. Can you describe the room that Julian's in?
Julian is in the dorm. So
Okay.
it's a circular
So,
room
like
with
a dresser,
alcoves.
a TV, things like that.
Well, no, I don't think there's any TVs in
There's
the
a bed.
animal preserve. That's more of something that you would expect to see in Consiglio. And I think that if Julian saw a television in the
It'd
room,
be
he would
unplugged.
immediately try to unplug it or cover it or,
Yeah.
you know, because
TVs are the mirrors for Julian.
exactly.
So, yeah, Julian and I are both in the dormitory, which is just a really big circle with little rooms coming off of it.
So you made it back? So I'm assuming you're trying to make the connection that Archie's program is now spread to the dormitory
Yes.
as well? Okay. At that moment, then, that you're trying to sense what's going on there is when Chime is walking in, and then Julian would be sort of pacing and fed up with it, and it's just going to be taking a few items out of his bag, putting it back on, turning around, and walking back out.
As if you sense it.
No, it's just he's...
So you're
he's
walking.
fed up, he's done.
You're
Julian
walking out
doesn't
as
want
I'm
to
walking
sit and do nothing.
Okay.
I turn. Where are you headed?
It's like I just can't sit and do nothing. I got to do something. He would be going out and back to try and find someone to tell him where that secondary, that air gaps facility is with Sarani's body and Archie's body. He took the note with him.
Probably a wise choice.
So the doors on this dormitory.
It's more tie-up curtains more than anything.
Okay, so it's more of a... Actually, so that would mean there's actually little programming in the dormitory.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. It'd be
So what would be programmed in there?
probably like the electrical system, like for the lights, if they had smart lights. There's probably like a communications, like a telephone system type of thing.
Remember? Sees it, unplugs it.
Remember we went to his apartment, I plugged it in, listened to the clicks, unplugged it again?
So if it's mainly like lighting, what I will say is that as Julian is exiting, he sees the lights flicker and dim. There's something going on with the lights. And he stops, looks around. Are there any, as the vision, any air elementals?
No.
Is there anybody inside the dorm besides us?
No.
Before he exits, he's going to turn and point up the chimes like, this can't be a good sign. Pointing at the lights.
I agree. You gonna grab my bag.
So I was like trying to think of one last thing to mention in addition to the lights and communication. There is like an open information terminal. Like one of
Julian
the
might have no idea what that is.
Exactly. Yeah. So one of the alcoves doesn't have a bedroom, and it's like a library station or
Linking. Interquery.
Is there anything happening with that Julian would notice?
Numbers. 0110911.
Just scrolling across the screen. Well then, I unplug it.
Back in the clinic, the technician walks in and says, "Hey, I'm here to check on Bear."
And this one is a horned toad. This one, I call it the rainbow toad.
Bear? Which one of you is Bear? The green one, of course.
Fun fact, the green, it's a big word, chlorophylle. So I can eat sunshine.
These new models they're always coming up with.
I bet you didn't know that, Sam.
No, that's... What does sunlight taste like?
Sugar.
That's pretty neat.
Bear got his wish. He can eat all the time.
During the day.
That was on his 3x3.
Goal. Continually eat.
Constantly.
So, yeah, what do you want with Bear?
I'm here to fix him. I was sent here from the hospital.
Okay, come on in and take a look.
Okay. I just need to do a routine checkup at first. Bear, if you can put the boa constrictor down, that'd be great.
But
yes, and the
I have-
iguana, please.
well, but my frogs. If I put I have frogs in my hands. How am I going to put down the iguana and the boa constrictor? The iguana is on my head, so I guess I can just kind of lean over and let it hop off. But the constrictor's around my neck, and if I try and move too much, he's going to start squeezing, and then get too tight in. So do you want me to put the frogs down first, or do you want me to try and do it while holding the frogs are going to get smashed. They're too tiny.
All right. Put the frogs down.
There you go, Horatio. There you go, Rainbow. Frogs. All right. Time to go down, Miss Frizzle. All right, Squeezy. All right. Oh, Squeezy likes to be my friend. Sam, this one doesn't bite. Do you want to hold this one?
No, you can go back in the cage.
Okay. All right, into your tank, Mr. Squeezy. I think it's a Mr. I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell. So...
I'm sure it can be.
Mr. Squeezy is now in the glass tank. Hold on. Can I go to the bathroom?
The bathroom.
Uh-huh.
This checkup's gonna take...
The frog peed on me, and no, I have to pee because the frog peed on me, and it felt like pee, and then I remembered I had to pee.
Fine.
Okay.
Hurry up. I have other things to do today.
Okay, there's a cockatoo in the bathroom. I have to wait. Okay. Oh, all right. 1 second.
Do androids have to pee?
All right, Mr. Cockatoo. Isn't he a pretty shade of white? Here.
Yep.
Be nice to Mr. Lan. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, P.
You done?
I forgot to wash my hands.
I rolled an 8 for streetwise. Do I notice anything off with this person's attitude?
Well, they seem to be rather put out with a small child, but what else is new?
So that's all I notice. Okay.
All right, Bear. Come to me, please.
Okay. It's not a stethoscope. It looks like a hammer. Is that what you listen with, or do you tap knees with that?
I do walk over with Bear. Because I promised Bear I would keep Bear safe.
Okay.
At that moment, Bear has reached the technician. The technician grabs him by the throat and holds him up in the air.
Go ahead and roll...
Initiative.
Go ahead and roll strength for that. This is a different body from Sam.
From Archi.
From Archi. So go ahead and roll me 4D in strength.
Ha!
Hey!
No!
Fantastic! A 5.
Well, it's easy to pick him up, but he starts struggling. Like, you have a moment of surprise.
I'm gonna tackle him.
Whoa.
Wow.
Hold on. Hold your horses. We're going to go ahead and end this episode here with Bear dangling in the grasp of a random technician, maybe?
I'm gonna tackle him first thing.
We're going to roll initiative first thing. So be on the lookout for that next time here on Bone Throwers Theater. Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. Our cast is Aaron, Ellie, Jeff, Jeremy, Johnny, and Jordan. We are releasing this podcast under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. That means you can share the podcast, but please do not modify it or try to gain financially from it. If you would like to visit our website, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater.com. If you would like to send us an email, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is bonethrowerstheater. You can also look us up on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until next time, may the bones fall ever in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.